Hey guys, how's it going? It is Tuesday. Today I spent some time working on my writing. I started a new course today, learning about diving a little more deeper into the AI part of all of this, the digital business part of it. Um, it also comes with resale rights, which I will share with you once I'm a little more comfortable with it. I want to spend some time playing around with it. Oh my goodness, I still have my makeup on from yesterday. A little more time playing around with it, getting a little more comfortable with it myself before I try and share it with you, because I would be oblivious to what it's about. I mean, I just started today, kind of. So I'm really excited to learn that. I'm always trying to learn and grow. I love to learn. I'd be a perpetual student if I could afford to stay at school. So yeah, so I just started that this morning. And I worked on my novel for a bit this morning. I worked on my upcoming digital course for a while this morning. I'm actually creating a digital online course to walk you through what I do. So I found for me, a lot of it was the course that I took. A lot of it was tech heavy. A lot of it assumed that you already knew what was happening. So I did have some hiccups along the way, and I kind of struggled with a little bit. So I am trying to create my own digital course that is geared more towards the 45 plus who are not tech savvy. So that is in the works. So it might take a little bit of time, but yeah, I'm working. I got lots of stuff on the go here, guys. So that's all the stuff I worked on today. Today I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about, I'm also working, I've got a new journal, like Life After Cancer. And you know how you go, I've said this a couple of times already, how you go from 100 miles an hour to nothing, and this part of the journey, between ending cancer treatment, now I'm waiting for my reconstruction surgery, which is just another finishing step. But in that time, life is supposed to go back to some sense of normal, whatever that is. I mean, my new normal, I guess. So with Vern going back to work, I kind of thought, ooh, I'll have all this time to myself. I'll be able to do a bunch of stuff. But I feel kind of lost some days. I got so used to having between doctors and nurses and trips to the city and having Vern home, which I love, to help look after me. This last year, we've been together like all the time. He's been there to help me as I get stronger. He picked up so much of the extra work around the house and the grocery shopping and the cooking. So now that I'm trying to get back into like a normal part of life where, I'm helping out around the house and I'm doing the cooking, because now he's out and he's working, and, and I'm home every day. So I want to try to get into that routine. But some days the silence in the house, like even if I have music playing, it feels heavy. It feels weird. I mean, to suddenly have no one around, it's just kind of like, I don't know, I'm having a really hard time adjusting to it. And it's really strange for me, because I thought it would be like, oh, great. Like I'll be able to run around and do stuff, and I'll run errands, and I'll be in the house, and I'll write, and I'll work, and I'll do all that stuff. And I'm doing all that, don't get me wrong. I'm in here working every day, getting my writing done, doing my publishing, building my marketing setup, and all of that fun stuff. But at the same time, I just feel off, like they're just, I'm so used to having someone here, someone that I can call to, someone if I need something, and it's really strange for me to have all of this time and the house to myself. Like it's just weird, like you kind of just don't know what to do with yourself some days. And I keep myself busy and I'm doing the stuff around the house, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like if anybody out there has been through this, the life after cancer, and is at this point or has been through this point, what do you do? Like, I just, I can keep myself busy. That's not the problem. The problem is there's that heaviness in the silences in the house. And I just, it's been kind of a struggle. And, I don't know. It feels really weird. And I just don't know how to describe it or put it into words. That the stillness in the house, the quiet in the house, it's just very overwhelming sometimes. You know, when I was working every day and had my regular job, you know, when I had a quiet day at home, there was never an issue. You know, it was just rest, relax. You know, it was, you know, try to reset in those quiet moments because you were busy. You know, you had worked an 8-hour day, 10-hour day at your job. You know, you're tired at the end of the day. You just want to come home and relax and rest. When you get a day off, it's all about catching up on things and resting. You know, but now I'm building a home-based business, and, you know, and my job is working in the home and right now, and building this business, getting ready to start doing some sales and all that kind of stuff. But it feels weird because I don't actually leave the house. I'm just here. And it's just sometimes that silence feels heavy and I just don't know what to do with it. And yeah, that's just kind of how I'm feeling today. This has been, you know, a big adjustment, trying to get this new normal, you know. And what is the new normal? You know, like, I'm not the same person I was a year ago. You don't go through what I went through and come out of it the same person. It's impossible. You know, I have different values and I have a different way of seeing life and I have a different way of embracing life. And I'm just trying to find my groove, and it's difficult. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today. You know, this life after cancer is, it's a journey in its own, and it can be a struggle. That feeling of being lost after having so much going on during that year. And, you know, it's just, it's a process. It's a process. So as always, guys, thank you so much for following my journey, for being with me, for being in my corner, for fighting for me, for supporting me and encouraging me, and all of your love and support on my work. Everything behind me is available in my store. You just have to follow the links, or on Amazon. Also, my digital products are available on my Stan store. But I love you guys, and have a great day.